Hello, Miners fans, and welcome to Inside the Dugout. I'm your host, Stile Smith, and I'm being joined today by Miners Manager Mike Pinto and First Baseman Brad Miller. Guys, thanks for joining me. Brad, I'll start with you today. You just got back to Marion a few days ago from Rockford at the All Star Game. Just talk about your experience there.
It was a great one. I was able to join the experience with 3 other guys here, and we went down there. I got to develop a little relationship with some of the other players from the other teams, and participate in the home run derby and then the game. Lifetime experience I'll never forget.
Yeah, you mentioned the home run derby. You were actually a late entry after a player got injured, and you ended up finishing second, lost in the finals. Talk about that experience.
That was actually, I went out there just to have a lot of fun, and that's exactly what I did. Actually, with the crowd behind me, they were really cheering, and first couple rounds I was putting on a show, and even the day after, a lot of guys came up to me and said, "Hey, you did a great job. Appreciate what you did by entertaining them for a little bit." So, that right there made me a winner right there.
You really put it on at the end of the first round, hitting 4 in a row with 9 outs.
Yeah, like I said, I had a little nerves at first, not like nervous, but just ready to go, and then settled in there and got it going at the end.
Mike, what's it been like having such a consistent performer as Brad on the team this year?
Well, it's really on two sides of the field. Brad does a great job offensively. Obviously, his numbers have shown that, but defensively, he's probably saved 20 runs this year on plays that he's made at first base, on bad throws. Really, he's done an exceptional job on both sides of the field.
How was your experience with the All-Star Game, watching 4 of you guys out there playing?
I'm just disappointed we weren't there to be there with them, like we were last year. But really proud of all 4 guys and happy for them, and because this is a lifetime experience, one I'll bet they never forget.
You're 16-7 here at the friendly confines of Rent Run Park this year. What's been the key to your success here?
Well, I think we're a little bit better built for this ballpark this year than we were last year. We changed some of the way we built this team, and certainly the fans here are just such a big help. They are really our 10th player.
You mentioned how you kind of changed the makeup of the team last year, made mostly power hitters. This year you have the power with Miller, Millens, Metropolis. We also have the speed with Jackson and Lopez, and the guys that can just get on base like Roth and Sweet. Talk about that makeup. Absolutely.
That was one of the things we were looking to get some more athleticism in our outfield, maybe be able to steal a base or two, and then certainly with the job that Tony and Pedro are doing in the middle, really they're taking some base hits away, being able to use their athleticism.
Okay. Brad, you're leading the team this year with a .321 batting average. What's been the key to your success at the plate?
Early on I got off to a real hot start, and that just kind of built the confidence right there from the get-go. And I think that's pretty much what hitting is just having a confident approach up there. And getting off to the hot start I did, I just kind of rolled with it and been taking it step by step.
As Mike mentioned a minute ago, you've also been really solid with the glove this year, digging out a lot of balls thrown to you at first. How have you been able to do that?
Playing on this surface, it makes it a little easier sometimes to pick some balls, but even on the road, some of the fields aren't as well built for defensively teamed, but I just try to go out there and do the best I can, and fortunately so far I have been able to be successful in a lot of the picks.
What is the difference between picking balls out of the dirt here where you have more of a true hop off the turf and on the road where it's on natural field?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's just pretty much here, you get the true hop every time. I kind of play it so often, I know exactly how high it's going to bounce from these guys, taking throws from them every day. And sometimes on the road you'll get it off the lip or the dirt, sometimes a little softer. So just having that consistency here makes it a lot easier.
Mike, you've been able to win the first 2 games of this homestand against Florence. You're 28-22 overall. 3.5 games back at first, and some of the teams at the top of the division have been struggling lately. What do you think the key to getting back on top of this division is?
Well, I think a lot of teams have been hot and cold this year. We've been no different than that. Thought we were pretty cold last week. We've started out with a sense of urgency. I think the guys really have played very well the last couple days, and if we continue to get good pitching and can be productive from an offensive standpoint, drive in runs when we have guys in scoring position, I think we've got a shot to be there come the 1st of September.
You mentioned urgency. What do you mean by that?
Playing with a sense that every pitch matters, that every out matters, that we need to get this run. This is important. Let's get this. This is a key out here. There's 2 guys on. We have to get this out. That's playing with a sense of urgency.
All right. That will do it for this week's edition of Inside the Dugout. Make sure you check the YouTube page every week for the newest edition.